one of the things that, and you may or may not have a perspective on it, and I did mention this to Adrian, is that I think you have, as an professional African American woman, as you say, from the West Indies.
No, I was born here.
I'm sorry, your family, I should have said your ancestors, yes.
Well, are you from West? I said, no, I'm the first generation.
And you did tell me.
Born in Manhattan.
Yeah. But have you seen anything, I mean, now we can talk about, we don't have to, but in a national context, there's been a lot going on recently. Do you have any memories about race and racism when you were in this area?
I would say that, yes, I encountered racism. I don't think it was ever condoned by most people who had any sense, but I remember distinctly in my neighborhood, which was the west side of Binghamton, and I can't remember whether it was considered the 4th Ward or what. But yes, I remember people from whom you said, oh, they said that. Well, it was with children mainly, you know, because there was a little boy around the block, and I won't mention his name. It was not a Slovak name. It was a quite English name, and he lived on. His parents rented an apartment in a house on Mozart Street, and he called Asian or Janine a nigger. And I just promptly went over and spoke to his parents, and they were very apologetic, and they said, well, that's not something they would say, but they would not excuse him. And then I remember a professional person's child saying that. And I spoke to the child's mother about it, and she said, well, that's not something we use, but we are not going to take responsibility for this. Well, that may be so. You don't know what children will say and do when they're out of your sight. But I didn't think that was the kind of response that I expected from her. And I'm sure she would never use such language, but it's not good. And then another occasion, I remember people directly across the street using that language to me, and I promptly went over and I spoke to them. And I also remember there was a businesswoman who I asked her whether or not she had not only did she have a cleaning establishment, but she owned many houses and rented them out. And I asked her whether she would consider renting to a friend of mine, IBM, had an influx of people from all over, specifically an influx of educated black professionals who were with IBM. And she said no, she couldn't rent to colored people. Now she herself was an immigrant, and she herself was a person who was able to establish a cleaning facility in this area, but why could she do this? Color her skin black. Not the fact that she was an immigrant, and not the fact that she didn't speak the best English, didn't have the command of the English language, but the fact that she was Caucasian, and the fact that she was an immigrant, and did not make her, did not enable her to consider that other people needed help, needed the resources that she herself could give them.
Yes.
So that was
How about in your case, when you picked a place on the west side, did you have any problem or any experiences personally with this or no?
The Dorsey family had lived at 31 Handel Street since 1807.
Oh, okay.
In that very house that we lived in. And then they owned the house, was right on the corner where we practiced. I can't tell you that it was in 1870, but maybe shortly thereafter. So, Dorsey was.
You were always there.
Until Bev and I moved from there and came here. Then we sold the house.
Yes.
So the Dorsey family had always lived in that house for at least 100 years.
Wow. Makes a difference.
Yes. And I think we were the only black family in that area, on that block for years. And then it was a funny thing, my sister-in-law said, was it sister-in-law? Or was it Bev? It said, there's this family that lived on the block west of us, and they were going to raise a petition to have the Dorseys moved out of the area. And everybody laughed because they were completely ignorant about the fact that we were there.
Much longer than them, I'm sure.
How could you have the audacity to suggest that Dorsey, that we're going to raise a petition to have Dorsey? Don't you think that's the height of idiocy?
It is. Ignorance is the word that comes to mind.
You think I've covered everything?
I think you have. I really am very grateful to you to take the time to do this.